sitting at the gorilla pit right now, about to get a big bench press workout in. Make sure you listen to this full audio segment from WT because it is going to be a fantastic knowledge segment for you to keep moving forward in your life. Have a good one. So I'm here at the Gorilla Pit in Peoria, Illinois, and the north side of Peoria. Going to be interviewing WT Franklin here in a moment, just asking him about where he's from, why he started in powerlifting, and what motivates him to keep going. And it's going to be a good one. Right now he's actually showing a gentleman how to do the deadlift over on the platform, so it'll be just in a few minutes for me, but here's WT Franklin for you guys. What's up, everybody? I'm here with WT Franklin. He just showed a gentleman here at the Gorilla Pit how to execute a deadlift. He showed the proper form, use those hips, keep the back up, chest up. Right, WT?
Yeah. How you doing, everybody?
Hey, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm real good, man. Training the team, getting everybody ready for September 24th, Jack Hardcore meet. The state UPA state championship, getting myself ready as well.
Right, Team Franklin, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obviously, all you listeners out there know I'm part of Team Franklin. Very fortunate and just blessed to be part of the team. Team of very many hardworking individuals who all have the same goal: to be the best that they can be, to help each other, obviously.
Help each other out. Yep.
What do you? Obviously, I know the outlook of the team and stuff for this next meet, but what are you thinking? What's going to happen when you walk in there?
What, at this meet?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what are the expectations? What's about to happen?
Yeah.
Towards who you going against?
No, the whole team.
It comes back to how hard you're training.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing is what it's going to reflect on that platform. So, you know, everybody have life situations, and sometimes training stop but then resume. It'll come down to how hard you train.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I know all of us on the team, that mindset, you just gotta stay after it and have that tunnel vision ahead.
Yeah. Now, if you ask me who I think gonna win, I'm most definitely gonna say we're gonna win.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a massacre, actually.
Good.
I don't think it's really gonna be any kind of. So, you know, that's for everybody who thinks that it's being like a selfish, not selfish, more of a cocky thing. You better come into the ring ready to fight.
Right. Going to like something thinking you're.
Yeah. And you know, don't get me wrong, the team's going against very experienced coach, very experienced team. We got a challenge ahead of ourselves, but still, I know Team Franklin will pull it out.
I love it. So, currently we talked about the powerlifting meet coming up, current situations. What about why you started powerlifting? What really motivates you to do this? You know?
Motivated me to powerlift was I remember playing in a basketball tournament with a friend, and he was telling me, he said, "Man, why do you powerlift and play basketball when you're not a basketball player?" And I'm like, he said, "Just start powerlifting only. I think you'll go further." So I done that. I actually done it, and he was right. Upon that journey, I ended up picking up new friends, picking up people who was there to help me, picking up people that I would call coach. You know, to me, in powerlifting is three things. I call it the good, the bad, the ugly of powerlifting. Because, you know, it's the good part about coming in and you enjoy what you're doing and you like it. But then, you know, bad parts, you start seeing, you know, how this sport can go from being your friend. What I mean by sport is, you know, your performances. You were doing well. It was a great environment. All of a sudden, your numbers aren't going up anymore,
right?
And you have to go back to the drawing board. Now you're saying, to me, that's the bad. Now, the ugly part of powerlifting is when the people that actually stab you. Because in every sport, they can do something wrong. I mean, look at Shaq and Kobe. I mean,
okay.
You know, so somebody can actually do you wrong in the sport. And you know, I powered through that. Went against some really tough competitors. You know, I got whooped a couple times as well.
Yeah.
Not more than wins, so I won more than lost. Trust me. And you know, along the way, more and more people being picked up. They'll come and want to train. They want to lift. Danny Walker was one of the first ones, and then a friend of mine passed away by the name of Sam Rigo. He was one. Then Chris Pachinka, and then it was Justin Robinson. As you can see, those three guys still on the team with me.
Yeah.
And as we went on, the team started growing. Now, it wasn't even a team first. Who started the team was Sam Rigo.
Right
Sam.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't know that.
I never knew. I was saying it's a remembrance, but I never knew the story.
Yeah. Sam, we were going to a meet. We were preparing for nationals in 2000. I think it was 14. He passed in 15. It was last year. No, he passed in 14. Sorry, 14. He said, we're going to do this meet, man, and we're going to be a team called Team Franklin. And I'm like, no, the hell we're not. I'm not ready for that name. No. He was like, yeah. I said, no. He said, I don't have to talk to you at all. I'm just going to go buy the shirts. So he went and bought Team Franklin shirts. He ordered them in February. I ordered a set of shirts in February. His shirts came in March. Mine was there in February. Around this time we picked up jeans.
Yeah.
It was like how many was it? It was like 8 or 9 or 10 of us at this time. Started growing, but then we met Randy at the meet. Didn't know her. Okay. Candace, we met her at the meet. So anyway, the next month. In April, in March, sorry, they say, we bought him in February. In March, we were training for the April meet. In March, he passed away.
Really?
March 24th. He passed away, so he was, of course, before he didn't make it to the meet, but we did, his goal was to hit 6:05 at a meet, and we ended up going prior to, in his training, he ended up coming in really feeling really good. He hit 6:05 before he passed away. So that's the way that Team Franklin was actually formed. It was not me.
Okay.
It was not me saying I'm gonna make this team, because if it was up to me, I think I'd still been like, let me trade soft with this, because when in powerlifting, when you coming out and you start a team, you're not respected unless you're like this big name guy. That's how I see it. I can be right or wrong, but then it took Sam to make me have more, become more confident in what I'm doing. I had to learn how to do all these lifts. I had to learn how to train people, strength-wise, leaning out. But awesome, I got you, Chris Pachinka, and Justin now. You guys are telling me, y'all helping me out, man. But, that's how. It was just pressure. And one of my coaches, Mark Hennessy, he told me, your team is here, for a year I want you to sit down. So I couldn't lift for a year, because I had to make sure that my team was getting up to par.
Gotcha.
So
it's all coming together now for me.
Yeah.
I knew the story I knew the people who've been a part of Team Franklin for the last year or so. Yep. But I never knew exactly the origin of Team Franklin. And it's like an unfortunate event happened to create something beautiful. Yes. And I know what you're doing is changing lives, mine included, and it's awesome. Keep on going with that, man. Yeah. So, what motivated you to get the gorilla pit open? It was one day.
and not just messing with the chicken. But it was one day when we first started, it was in 14. No, it was 15. It was January, and I was like, man, I wanna train, at a gym every New Year's.
Yeah.
I want the team to train at a gym every New Year's. Last year we trained at Eastside, because that's where we were at first, originally training. Then, like, I contacted Chinka. We were supposed to go over there this New Year's. Well, he had family come in town.
Yeah.
So we're like, man, so we got to find some place to lift, because I want to lift. We ended up coming out to the gym called The House, which is next door to us. And they had this area available. And, they were talking, hey, you want to come out here with us? And it was another gym that I was going to go to that was going to actually expand onto over in East Peoria. But that fell through. So, I came here and I'm telling you, it was a lot of work getting this stuff together. And it was a drive of, I want my team to be able to lift and train wherever the heck they need to.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be where they like, we got to lift today, I got to deadlift today, I got to squat today, and they don't have a mono. Right. They don't have a deadlift bar, and they don't have an actual, competition bench.
Yeah.
If we're training, if we're training for a meet or just regularly lifting, my team, I want them to have the actual equipment that we're going to be using at a meet. We have the exact replica of things that we're going to be going against at Jack Talk Courtney. And then when the lifters end up going to Butte, Iowa for Bill Carbon and me, same things. You're never going to really get this different, deadlift bar. You're going to get pretty much the same thing that we got here. You're going to have at a meet. Right. And not to mention, like last year, I put on a powerlifting meet for at my first UPA meet in Peoria.
It's downtown, of course, downtown.
Yeah, at Carver Center.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was another spark, It made me feel like if I can do that and bring this many people in here and how it turned out, I just believe it. So I know that I can start it, and we can do this.
And that meet, what time did it start?
It started at 9:30, 10.
You got over before, you were out of there before 7, weren't you?
I was at home at 7.
That's saying something.
And that's 45 lifters.
Yeah.
So it was, I had of course, Jack Carr came down to help Dean at Byron as the chairman of UPA. Okay. And Dick Zinzin and Bruce McCord, they come down. They're I think they're former chairman, co-chairman for APF.
Gotcha.
So, even when our computer messed up and all that stuff, you had Dick Zinzin, he know those kilo plates by heart. So he was calling them, what do you want? Okay, put on the red, blue, and the yellow. I was fortunate to have these guys as coaches as well. Because Dick Zinzin and Bruce McCord was also, they were also my coaches.
Gotcha.
And of course, Ernie Lillybridge Sr. Yeah. James Franklin is also a grandpa to Team Lillybridge. I talk with my coaches often to find out, what can I do better? What am I doing wrong? Decisions on picking people up, decisions on letting people go, actually. Yeah, sure.
Now, even though myself as a coach, you as a coach, it's good to have coaches.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yes.
Because myself, before I started coming here, I was always coaching people. And I didn't have what I have now in terms of you coaching me, Walk coaching me, Chris coaching me. Everyone helped each other out, really. Right. And I'm like a little fresh meat in here,
That's fun.
And and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love learning. I love the challenge. And so, I guess what I'm trying to get is like, what would you tell people who think they know it all, but like they need the coaching? You know what I mean?
We had a guy that was on the team that said he knew everything about powerlifting, and he's not here. But it's like, you're never gonna know everything. If you know everything, then that's it for you. You're done. Right. You can ask any 4 of my coaches. Hey, what do you? Hell, you can even ask Ernie Font. He gonna be like, it's more to learn.
Yeah.
You know, to listen to him, I feel like I feel like I didn't do anything when I listen. I talk to him, or if I'm around him, it's like you listen to him talk. It's like, jeez, man, there's more to it, man. It's like, you know, do this with your hands and twist the finger and like, you know, I mean, I think the best student is, I don't care if you say, hey, go spit in the garbage 5 times and you'll be stronger. You're gonna go do that because of what he said. If you don't, then, you know, you have problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talk to all of them.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna make me, and if I disagree, you know, I'm gonna let them know, hey, I disagree with this, and what do you think about this? You know, and you know, if it's hard about it, they're gonna really tell me, you know, keep it this way. If it's not okay, we'll do whatever you're gonna do, though. You see what I mean? Because one of us is gonna be wrong.
Right.
You know, so, but normally it's never come down to a challenge. You know, what do you say? You know, Hennessy's a hardcore. He's hardcore. You know, Big Zizin more of a passionate coach. Senior's straight on. You know, very passionate, but he's straight on. And Byron's more like I would say he's more like when you hear him speak, it's more like a professor.
Really?
Yeah, it's more like a professor. He'll the way he put things together is like, and you sit back, be quiet, because he'll talk. Sit back and be quiet, and just let's pick up everything, walk away with it.
And I feel like you got a lot of each of their traits in your coaching philosophy. You think?
I agree. Yes, I'm trying to at least.
Because that's like the professor, the straightforward, passionate. And then what you said about Willie Rich, he's straightforward.
Yeah, that's it.
So.
See, Hennessy's a hard one. He's a hard one.
Okay.
He's gonna. One time he told me, I sent him a video of a lift. He said, "What was that?" I said, "You know, I did this for this many times." He said, "I told you to hold it longer at this. I think it was like 475 for a triple." He said, "That last one I want you to hold for 2 seconds." And he was like, "The next time that you do something I told you not to," he said, "I'm gonna meet you at the meet with some gloves. I'm gonna give you gloves." And I'm like, "Come on, man." I was so mad at that. So after
like
that,
lift with?
Yes, he gave me some gloves to lift. You know darn well I don't do those. I don't wear gloves.
I don't even know. They might not be able to fit on you.
Man, I just got fat hands.
So, powerlifting stuff, awesome stories. I mean, you could literally probably talk about powerlifting for hours and hours.
Yes.
But in terms of like the sport, people think it's, oh, you're just lifting weights. No, you're not.
No.
It's an art. It's a sport. You got to be a certain type of athlete or person for it. With that, how does that kind of relate to our everyday lives? Do you have any opinion on that? Or?
Oh yeah. You know, every morning I get up and I'm gonna say, I always look at myself in the mirror. Over my mirror, I have a word of encouragement for me every day. Normally people put it at the refrigerator.
Okay.
When I put it at my mirror, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna go to the restroom often more than I'm gonna go to the refrigerator actually. So it's gonna be, I have right now the word victory. So that goes onto everything in life. That goes towards this meet that's coming up. When a challenge comes, you know, you just keep telling yourself that you're gonna do it, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, even when it looks bad, even when it looks like, man, I didn't do this, man. I can't do this. I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win. Even when you don't believe it, you keep saying it over and over. Because all you have to have is the faith of a mustard seed, which is the smallest seed in the world. That's how God have a design. So, think if you had the faith of a watermelon seed, a little bigger than, a whole lot bigger than a mustard seed.
Yeah.
You just keep saying it, you keep saying it, you keep saying it. It's going to happen. If you don't, you know, if you're not like driven that way, I guess there's ways to. I mean, I talk. If you need to talk to people, you need to, but you got to get that build up. You know, because it's funny because if you have it right there, you say, hey, I'm gonna get $1 million, but you already have $1 million. That's not really nothing to believe for.
Right.
You believe for the stuff that you don't have right now. And you push yourself to the point where until I get it. Working out, You know, you have people, I'm sure you have clients that want to lose some weight, you know, and of course my theory is not even about losing weight. It's about picking up muscle and losing fat.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I'm 70, I want to get around like Ernie France. What is he, 82? And he's walking around and still deadlifting.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you ever looked at his hands are gripped. His hands are actually made for a bar. Like his hand is already in a deadlift position. It's already in a bench position. It's already in a squat position. When your hands, you know how you have the finer adjustment of your hands?
Yeah.
As soon as you touch the bar, it like cuffs. It's crazy. But I'm saying all that because, you know, you want to drop and it's looking like it's not working, you know, go a little harder. Keep telling yourself that you're going to do it, you know. I want to be one of the people that's, you know, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to die because they're still here telling me I can't do something. I mean, I'm a diabetic. And at this point, the strongest diabetic on the bench lives out in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And I think his heaviest bench was 496, 492. I'm on an open with 500 sometimes. So, you know, and I'm going to tell you, it was him, Marty Killian is his name.
Okay.
It was him that was actually pushed me to keep going. You know, I find out another friend up north, Shabazz, he's on King Louis Bridge.
Yeah.
Found out he's a diabetic.
Okay.
You know, and I can't wait for him to contact me because, you know, you'll figure that, okay, people, and this for like your clients as well, you know, I can't do this because I'm this. Or I can't do this because I had my hip was broken when I was 10.
Right.
I can't do this because I tore a muscle doing this. That's bull. You got guys that keep going. You got women that keep going. I mean, how do you think the ones that come back from the military that have legs shot off, they still going? So if you see that drive, you have to find drive to keep going and make it a lifestyle by all means. That's my philosophy.
My man.
I hope that I answered that right.
You did. You blew that away. That is just part one of WT Franklin. He will be on again in the near future, as long as I believe some other guys on the team, Kurt, Turp, Adam. I mean, everyone on the team, they have their own great stories from where they came from to where they are now. And stay tuned because there's a lot more coming, and I wish I had more time for you today, WT, but man, good words of advice, and I appreciate everything that you do.
No problem at all, man. Hey, it's nice seeing you, Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, man, and I don't know. Have a good day, man.
Thank you.
All right.